What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I've been gone for a few months, been busy with work, been busy with life, but now we're back to play some more games. Been playing a lot of Burning Crusade recently. You can see I have my level 70 Hunter, I have my level 70 Druid. Been raiding a lot on my World of Warcraft adventures. I have a level 70 Priest as well that I actually just hit level 70. And I finally found some time this week to do some streaming, which is something I've been meaning to get back to. So I figured tonight we're going to play some Blueprints. We're going to head back to the world of Blueprints, but I'm a little bit early for the stream, and I figured, you know what? Why don't I stream myself play a little bit of World of Warcraft? We're not going to do anything crazy here today. I'm just going to get on our warrior and continue our adventures in World of Warcraft. Last time we left off, we had oh, now I'm distracted. I don't need shaman power on my warrior. I've downloaded a lot more mods for World of Warcraft since our last stream. I don't need any of these. Alright, cool. We made a lot of progress since last time. The last time we left off on our warrior, we had just finished leveling in the starting zone for the Draenei, and we are headed to a new leveling area. So let's go ahead and kind of remember what we were up to. This is our character, Nuyasha-sama. Got a couple other mods I had downloaded, including a unit frames one. I'm just gonna go ahead and load our unit frames from our
How are ya?
Boom. Perfect. How are ya? I'm gonna move some stuff on my desk. Welcome back to the stream. Let's see. Is anything new behind me? Let's see. I got a new decoration for my apartment. That is a Easter bunny, or just a bunny decoration in general. I figure since Charlotte is a huge part of the stream, we'll get something for her. Nothing new on my shelf. Oh, you will notice that I have my new Neuschwanstein castle here. It's a little bit far away, but we built that with my girlfriend, and that was really awesome. Wait, no, hold on. We can zoom it in, maybe you guys can see it. Oh, look at it. Look how cool it looks. Look at it. It adds a castle to all your cities, and adds 3 culture, 2 food, and science or something, or whatever it does. In Civ 5, I don't remember. Alright, let's put this back here. Let's make sure we cover up our chat window. Boom, right there is perfect, I think. So I hope everyone's doing well tonight. Alright, what were you doing? What was I doing last time I played this game? I don't even remember. Okay, we had just taken the boat from Darkshore to Exodar. Oh, I mailed myself some copper bars. That's good. Okay. We had just arrived in the town of Menethil Harbor in the wetlands. So if we zoom out, we're currently here. And we came from over here where these quests are. We haven't picked up all these quests, but that's where all these quests are. So we sailed all the way around the ocean to the Eastern Kingdoms. We're trying to get down to this zone over here, Westfall, for the first dungeon of the game. So we gotta make that trek. This is a trek that everyone makes at low levels. So in order to get to the Alliance starting zone.
See you around.
So that's what we're gonna be doing. Let's hop to it. So I figured while we are walking along here, I'd catch you guys all up about what's going on in my life. So like I said, I've been playing a lot of World of Warcraft and raiding with my guild. We are currently on Phase 2 of TBC, which means the second set of raids are out. Now we've been clearing it every week. Phase 2 is where my previous attempt to play Burning Crusade died. A lot of my, back in the day in the original Burning Crusade, my guild had broken up trying to kill Lady Vosh and Kael'thas, who are the final bosses of the Phase 2 raids. And because of that, I had never ever finished.
How are you? See you around. See you later.
Never finished those raids. So the this Burning Crusade anniversary realm is a great chance for me to actually go back and do some of the content that I never saw years ago. So, and we have killed both Bill and or Lady Bosch and Kilthas. So part of my what is it, regret has been relieved. Phase 3 will be coming out in a few months, which is something I also didn't do back in the day. So I'm excited to be doing Phase 3 as well. That would be Mount Hydro and Black Temple. And then, of course, Phase 4 and Phase 5. That'll be the final 2 phases. My goal is to see if I can stream World of Warcraft during one of my raids. I have decided to connect my router to my computer using an Ethernet cable to improve my latency. So we'll see if that helps. Hopefully that helps in the future with my streams in terms of like reducing lag and also hopefully improving my upload speed when I upload videos. Because whenever I upload videos, it takes forever. Oh, by the way, we're just going to be following this road out of town. You guys can see there are some raptors here at the level 23. They're level appropriate for me, which is why people tend to make this trek in the level 20s. If you come here too early and try to make this trek, these raptors will just absolutely annihilate you. So by the time you finish your starting zone, and then you do your secondary zone, you usually come out of it about high level like 10s, low level 20s, which is perfect for making this trek. So that's why we're doing it now. I remember I had decided to go Fury. So we're playing a dual wield warrior, which is a fun time. So yeah, anyway, so that's been my adventures in Burning Crusade so far. I enjoy playing warrior, so we're back up to playing my warrior and trying to level this guy up. What's up, Wolf? Welcome to the stream. Wolf's been playing a lot of Blueprints lately. We're going to be hopping into Blueprints at our normal scheduled time. I figured I'd just do some of this WoW while we're waiting and do a little bit of a talking head video. Welcome back to the stream, Wolf. How have you been? How was Blueprints? Did you enjoy it? I'm super excited to be hopping back into Blueprints. So in other news, I was supposed to be hanging out playing games with my friends yesterday, and life decided to say F you and taught me a lesson. So let this be a lesson to everyone who drives. If you're driving and you see something in a parking lot on the ground and you don't know what it is, and sometimes, you know, you do the thing when you're driving where you like see a thing on the ground and like if you have plenty of time, you're just like, yeah, you just go around it, it's easy. But sometimes you're in the middle of like doing something else, or like, you know, you just made a turn and then you noticed it, and then, you know, you're just like, that's probably nothing. I'll just drive like, you know, between it, or like, you know, I'll just, you know, I'm sure it's just like a cardboard box or something like that. So you just kind of drive over it, and like 99.9% of the time it's nothing. It's like a piece of paper or like a plastic bag, and it's fine. Yesterday, life decided to say fuck you, and that was not it. Whatever I ran over yesterday after dinner on my way home blew out my tire. I had a flat tire immediately. Like 2 seconds after hitting the thing, I was like, oh, that can't be good. So I was like, oh crap. So I pull over and I'm like, oh crud, I have a flat tire, because my low tire pressure warning came on. And I was like, well, I did this to myself. This is 100% my fault. I should have gone around the thing. And I was like, you know what? No big deal. I'm a capable person. I can change my tire. That's easy. No problemo. I've done this 1,000 times. Your dad's car got totaled a bit ago. Oh no, Wolf. Ooh. Feels bad. Hope he's okay. That's the most important thing. You being okay. So I get out of my car, I look at the tire, and it's flat. It is like completely flat. And I'm like, dude, what the heck did I hit? that flattened my tire so quickly. So then I'm like, go to my trunk. I get my little, you know, my little spare tire out. I get my little like tire wrench and my little jack thing. You know. Heads up, we've made our way around this bend. We are heading south to this mountain up ahead. You'll be able to see it soon. So I get under my car. I jack it up. Right. Takes forever to jack up this stupid car because it's like a little like twirly jack thing. And then I get it up, right? And I go to take the wheel off using my lug wrench, right? My little like tire iron thing. It doesn't fit. And I was like, that's weird. Why would my tire iron like wrench thing not fit the lug nuts on my tire, on my wheel? I thought they were like standard size, you know? So I was like, that's really weird. Like it almost fit. Like the nut was like a tiny bit too big. A tiny bit too big. There's the Dun Algaz Gauntlet, or the Dun Algaz Gate. We are approaching quickly, and we are exiting the wetland. So, in my infinite wisdom, I was like, this must be like, I must be like, there must be like a mistake here. Like it should fit. All the lug nuts on my tires should be, it should be standardized. There's no way it's not. So I tried to like wiggle it in, and it kind of works, but it's not great. And then you know, like the lug nuts on your wheels are really tight, right? So I'm like sitting there trying to crank it to like loosen the lug nuts on the wheel, and the wrench slips. You know, it doesn't have very good grip. But I'm like, nah, I feel like I can get it if I like wiggle a little bit more, you know? So I'm sitting there trying to get the lug nut off, and I get one of them off. And I was like, great, fantastic. Let's do the second one. Second one, I'm trying. It's also difficult. It's also not the right size. It doesn't feel quite right. And I'm like, what is going on? And the lug nut keeps sleeping. And I know as I'm doing this, it's not good for the lug nut, right? I'm gonna kill this guy here.
Not ready yet. I can't do that yet.
Let's get a battle shout up.
Ready yet.
We'll help this rogue kill this guy here. Heroic strike. This guy parried the crap out of me. Oh, my skill in swords and maces is low. That's why. I was like, why is this guy parrying so much? So I'm sitting here and I'm like, dude, I should probably stop because I'm like stripping these lug nuts with this tool. But then I'm like, but each time I do it, I'm like, I almost got it. I feel like it's close to coming off. But then eventually it would slip. Eventually, after like 10, 15 minutes, I was like, you know what, I should stop. I should stop because it's not gonna work. So I called AAA and I'm like, hey, can you guys send someone out here to like remove the tire off my car and replace it? I feel stupid because I'm like, I don't have the right wrench size. Oh, there's a operator up here. Maybe I can try to get it. Where's it? No, it's like all the way up there with all those grunts. Nah, not worth it. So eventually I just called AAA and eventually they show up. You know, this is like after dinner. So this happened at like 7:30 and AAA shows up at like 8:30, right? So it's been like an hour I've been sitting here in this parking lot. So eventually the guy comes and he was like, hey, what's going on? And I'm like, oh, my tire's flat and I can't get it off because my tire wrench doesn't fit the lug nuts. And he's like, that's weird. And I was like, yeah, I thought it was standard. He was like, they're supposed to be standard. And I was like, that's what I said. So he comes over with this little like super like you know, bolt remover gun. And he like goes up to it and he was like, ooh, these look kind of stripped. And I was like, well, I was trying to take it off with my lug nut wrench and it wasn't working. And I thought I could get it off. And he was like, I think you might have stripped them too much from you doing it manually. And I was like, uh-oh, maybe I should have done that. Maybe I shouldn't have tried so hard to get it off myself. So he tries to get the lug nut off with his little tire lug nut remover thing. All right, we've made it through Dun Algaz, and we have emerged in Loch Modan. This is the equivalent of the, what is it? This is the equivalent of Azure Mist Isle, or Blood Mist Isle for dwarves. This is their like secondary zone. So we're gonna go down here and pick up the flight path real quick. You gotta remember to pick up your flight paths wherever you go, and wow, okay, don't forget to pick up your flight path, otherwise you ran it for nothing. I like this zone. Loch Modan is a great zone. This big lake in the middle feels very like, what, Scottish? Scottish. So the guy comes and he's got the lug nuts gun, and he goes up on the lug nut that I've stripped the shit out of because I was trying to get it open. And he was like, "Dude, it's not gonna work." He's like, and it's just twisting on air, or like it's slipping. And he was like, "I'm not gonna be able to get this wheel off." And I was like, "Oh no, this is 100% my fault. What did I do? Why did I do this to myself? I should have just left it. I shouldn't have tried." Being punished for trying so hard. So he's like, "Yeah, you're gonna have to call AAA to get your car towed." And I was like, "God damn it!" So this is like another half hour. So now it's like 9:30 or 9:15. So I call AAA back again, and the AAA thing, the phone system is stupid. I call AAA, they take all my information down using the dumb automated service, and then it goes like, we need to forward you to the like local service, and then they do that. And I have to re-put in all the information again.
Great to meet you. Off with you.
So it's just a colossal waste of time. It takes me like 20 minutes to do this. And eventually I get someone on the line and I'm like, "Hey, I need a tow instead of just a guy to come here and change my tire." So now they have to send a tow truck. And that takes another like hour and a half. So now we're at like 11:30 p.m. It's the town of Felsamar. Grab this
What's
flight.
on your mind?
Excellent, excellent. Now we're gonna make our way to the next zone. So then, so I'm sitting here in my car for an hour and a half. I got nothing to do. So, I have a raid that I was supposed to go to on WoW, so I call my raid on Discord and I'm like, "Guys, I'm not gonna make it. I screwed myself. Screwed myself with the lug nuts. I lug nutted myself." And then I watched some of my streamers play some blueprints. I watched some YouTube videos. Tow truck guy finally shows up. This is like 11:30 at night, or maybe 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, finally. He comes, he gets there. He was like, "What happened to your car?" And I was like, "Oh, I can't get the wheel off." And he was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "I stripped the lug nuts." I feel so stupid telling everybody this. He's like, "What do you mean you couldn't get it? You have a thing right here." And I was like, "Yeah, the wrench doesn't fit the lug nut." And instead of stopping like a smart person, I kept trying and I stripped the lug nuts. And he was like, "Why'd you do that?" And I was like, "You don't stop. You don't need to tell me this." So if he gets my car up on the tow truck, again, the tow truck, I've ridden in tow trucks before. I'm a seasoned tow truck rider. Tows my car to the nearest place for fixing my car, which is luckily right next door to my apartment, so I can just walk home from there. Drop the car off, and now it's in the shop. And I need to get new tires. It'll cost me like $300 to get new lug nuts, a new tire, and they need to realign my wheels or whatever. So that was my story of how I didn't get to have a Monday. My Monday was ruined. Thanks, world, for doing that. I really needed that. And then you guys have probably heard in the background, it sounds like there's barking. I noticed this start happening a couple months ago in my apartment. I'm like, "Did my neighbor get a new dog?" There's like a barking sound that keeps happening. I'm like, "What is that?" Turns out, it's my freezer. My freezer has a fan inside, and the fan keeps like bumping into something and rubbing up against it. And it keeps like hitting something, and it makes this little like sound, and it sounds like barking. And it's not a dog, it's just my freezer. And it doesn't stop. Like whenever my freezer fan is on, which I would say is like every 15 minutes, it turns on for like 5 minutes. Like it just makes that sound, and it's so annoying. And I've been meaning to call my freaking building to get them fixed. I haven't done it yet because I'm lazy, so I need to do that. Wolf says, "Live and learn," right? That's exactly right, Wolf. Take this as a learning lesson, right? Next time, if your lug nuts are too big for your wrench, just leave it. Just leave it and call AAA. Don't strip the lug nuts. Even though it feels like they should just be a standardized size, sometimes it's not. It's bullshit, and no one knows why. And it's okay. Just leave it and call the professionals. So, I hate calling people to do things so I can fix it myself. I'm like stubborn. I'm like, dude, if this is fixable by myself, I'm just gonna fix it myself, I'm a big fan of that. So for me, it was like, dude, I know I gotta change a tire. I don't wanna call AAA and wait. I can just do it myself. Well, and I was punished for my hubris, so... Alright, we've arrived in Dun Muro, which is the starting zone for dwarves and gnomes. A big snowy place. I love Dun Muro. It's a great zone. Big fan of winter. Big fan of snow. Look at this. You guys hear that? Hear that whoop whoop in the background? It's my dumb freezer. Wolf, do you know how to change a tire? If your car was to break down tomorrow, could you change the tire? How many of you can change a tire without help if you have a flat tire? Who thinks they could do it without assistance? And feel confident enough to drive on it? I've seen a car. I was driving once. This is like 10 years ago or something like that. I remember driving once, and I came to a stop at a stoplight, and the truck in front of me was slowing down to a stop, and his front right wheel just rolls off the car. And I was like, what the hell just happened? So I've seen it. I've seen a, what is it? We'll call that an improperly assembled car. That was freaking hilarious. I remember being like, wait, is he okay? What happened? Alright, Wolf says no. Skill you should learn, Wolf. A skill you should learn. Definitely important. It's actually not very hard. I feel like the key things are when you jack up your car, make sure you put the jack up underneath the right portion of the car. You want to put it up on like the crossbeam of the car where it's metal and like sturdy. And then you just jack up your car. And then when you take the lug nuts off, you might need to like step on it because it like use your weight to twist the thing because it's so heavy. And then when you remove the lug nuts, you want to go across. There's gonna be like 5 or 6 lug nuts. Never go like adjacent to each other. Always do like one and then do the one across from it. Across and across, like star shape. We're gonna pick up this copper vein because why not? Let's get it. Well, since a couple weeks ago at work, we got an ice machine in our break room. Apparently it wasn't set up right. It just flooded the break room floor. Oh no! Oh no! Somebody messed up. I feel like they probably just didn't attach like the because the ice machine probably has like a little like, what is it called? Like an outlet for like the melted ice and the water to come out. They probably just didn't attach it or it's attached wrong. And all the water just flooded. Oh no. Wolf, if you are craving a soda, let's say, and you have an ice cold soda, let's say not ice cold, you have a refrigerated soda, and you have access to glasses and ice, do you prefer to just drink the soda from the fridge at fridge temp, or do you prefer to get ice and pour the soda into a glass with ice so that it's even colder? Let's say you have good ice. Let's say you have like the little round ice from like a good ice machine that can like really cool down your drink. What do you prefer? Wolf says I prefer to just drink it. All right, good. That's what I prefer too. Okay, real quick, we're gonna be stopping by this place over here, Amberstill Ranch, which is where we are right now. We're gonna stop by Amberstill Ranch to pick up a pet rabbit, snowshoe rabbit crate.
Watch your back.
We're gonna be picking up a little crate for Charlotte here. And now we have our own little in-game Charlotte. Look at her! It's a snowshoe rabbit. We haven't seen any sign of Charlotte yet today. Where is she? Oh, she's currently right here. You guys, oh, hold on. I need to get out of the way so you guys can see her. Maybe if I go this way, it's easier. No, there's this way. No, I can't. Hold on. We gotta do the Charlotte zoom in cam. Hold on. Where's Charlotte? She is right here. There she is. Look at Charlotte. Oh, look at her little face. I'm sure she'll come up and say hi at some point. Charlotte's still here. She's adorable still. She's not going anywhere. Cutest bunny in the whole world. She's been doing great. She's been doing fantastic. I don't know. I forgot if the last time I streamed where I talked about this, but I've solved her peeing on the bed problem. I got her her own little. I got her own little like little bed for my bed. So now she has a bed on my bed. And with that bed, if she pees on her bed. And then I can just wash her bed. As long as I wash her bed soon enough, it's not an issue. So now she no longer pees on my bed. She just pees in her bed on my bed, which is better. Other than that, she's been doing fantastic. She still cuddles me every day. She still licks my hand. Recently lost a phone cord to Charlotte. I left her alone, unattended on my desk, with my phone plugged in for about 15 seconds while I went to fill my water bottle. Came back to a disconnected phone. There's been a lot of level 70 hordes like walking around here. It's because currently it's the Midsummer Festival, and you've seen me collect a couple of these burning blossoms from bonfires recently as I was walking, and they give you some experience and these little burning blossoms we can use to buy stuff. And members of the opposite faction, the Horde ones, can come to the Alliance side and like desecrate our fires, and we can desecrate their fires too. That's why there's so many Horde running around the Alliance zones. Usually there's not any. But you get a decent amount of gold for doing it. I think you get like 12 gold for every fire you desecrate. So I think a lot of people are doing it to get extra gold.
Need more rage.
Normally I wouldn't fight him, but I need to level up my weapon skill because my skill of swords is still really low. So I need to level up my sword skill. And let's see, my sword skill is 9 out of 105. Yeah, so we really need to level up our sword skill, or else we're not going to be able to fight effectively once we get to the zone that we're trying to get to. Alright, we've almost made it to Ironforge. So we've started in the wetlands, traveled around this mountain, through Loch Bodan, and now into this mountain, which is Ironforge, which is where the Dwarven capital is, and we're going to be taking the tram from Ironforge down to Stormwind, which is from here down to here. So we can hide all the... Yeah, so we started here, we walked through Loch Bodan, through Dunmurrow to Ironforge. Then we're going to take this down to Elwyn Forest, where Stormwind is. And then from Stormwind, we'll be able to get to Westfall, which is where the first dungeon is in the entire game. And we're going to try to do some of the quests out there, pick up our dungeon quests. And I'll try to tank a dungeon for you guys. We'll do a little dungeon run. I think that'll be a good time and very fun. As a tank, usually, tanks are usually the most desired class for dungeons. No one wants to play tank, so I will be hopefully able to find a group pretty quickly once we get there. Probably won't be this episode, probably in the next episode or something like that. Hopefully we're able to do that. And I can show you guys one dungeon. Deadmines is one of the best dungeons in the entire game. It's my favorite dungeon, probably. And one day, once I get really good at like building dioramas and painting minis, I would love to recreate Deadmines as a little diorama. I think that'd be really fun. Alright, welcome to Ironforge. This is the Dwarven capital. It's built into the mountains. It's got this big cavernous feel. I really like it. In front of us is the bank. I don't think we need to go to the bank right now, so... Actually, it's probably good for us to just check the bank and see what we got in here.
You got my attention.
Okay, we got some coarse stone, we got some tin bars, some bronze bars. Okay,
Watch your
perfect.
back.
Alright, so we're going to be heading to first the Flight Master, because we want to make sure we pick up the Flight Master. How's my sound balance, Wolf? It's been a while since I've streamed. Is my microphone volume too loud? Or maybe is the game volume too loud? Or is it reasonable, you think? How's my first aid doing? My first aid is very reasonable. We're already up to Mage Weave? Jeez, okay. I think the game is a tad too loud, but that's just me. Alright, let's turn the game sound down a little bit. I turned it up earlier. That was probably a mistake. Let me turn it down a little bit. Alright, we'll grab the fly path.
Keep your feet on the ground.
And then, lucky for us, we do not have to walk to Stormwind. We're going to take the tram. The Dwarven capital city and the human capital city are connected by tram. So we can just take the tram, which is what we're going to do. Ooh, while we're here, actually, I'm going to check out the Weapon Master and see if there's any weapons I can train. Warriors can use almost every weapon in the entire game. There's a lot to train.
What can I do for you?
So I'm going to see if there's any, see if there's anything for me to train here. Timberline arms. Let's see.
Need assistance?
Oh, got
Here we
everything
go,
here.
then.
How are you?
Oh, here we go. One-handed axes, guns, and two-handed axes. There we go. Now we can use axes. Nice. It's got this big glowing coal pit. You can see, you saw in the middle there was a big forge with lava. Very, very well designed, I think. Ironforge is a very thematic city. We're entering Tinkertown, which is the gnome part of Ironforge. The gnomes hang out here because their capital city was destroyed by the Trogs. So now the gnomes live in Ironforge with the dwarves. Alright, this is the Deep Run Tram. Welcome to the Deep Run Tram. We're gonna be waiting for the tram here to take us to Stormwind, which is the human capital. So I figured I'd give you an update on what's going on in the channel as well. The plan is to start doing Let's Plays of Blueprints. We're going to call this Blueprint Season 2 because we've beaten the base game, and my friends have told me, all my friends have been playing more Blueprints. They've said that the base game barely accounts for like 20 to 30% of the content of the game. They say there's so much content in the post game that's really awesome and fun. That made me go like, okay, so this is something that I feel like I should do because I enjoyed playing Blueprints, and it's something I think would be fun to play on stream. So I will be doing a second season of Blueprints where we do some of the post game stuff. I have no clue how much of it I'm gonna do. Doing all of it sounds insane because they said there's like puzzles that would take you forever to solve. They're like very difficult puzzles. So maybe we'll do some streams. Oh, there's a little like aquarium here. The tram goes underwater, which is pretty cool. Maybe we'll do like, you know, some streams, and then once I get really stuck, maybe we'll get some viewer help, or maybe my friends can send me some hints for the really hard puzzles. I don't know, but I want to do a second season of Blueprints. I want to play some more, so that's what we're going to be doing. And then of course we're going to be finishing Clair Obscura. It's a fun game. I want to finish it, so we'll be doing Clair Obscura definitely. And then after that, I am not 100% sure. I need to finish editing my Spider-Man video. I finished playing Spider-Man. I just haven't edited the video and posted yet, so I need to do that. So that's something that's on my bucket list as well. And then the next game after that, I'm not sure yet. There's a lot of games on the list that I could play. So, I mean, my friend wants me to play Miles Morales, the second Spider-Man game. I might want to play Suikoden 3 on the channel. I want to play God of War because the new God of War game looks really cool, and I was like, dude, do I want to play God of War? I've been meaning to play Stardew Valley on the channel. Endless games. There's so many games to check out, so I'll have to think about, you know, what other games we want to play on the channel. So yeah, welcome to Stormwind. We came out the backside of Stormwind in the Dwarven district. Highly recommend Miles Morales before Spider-Man 2. Yeah, definitely I would do Miles Morales before Spider-Man 2. This is the human capital city, probably the most popular city in WoW. Before we move to the zone we need to go to, we're going to pick up the quest Underground Assault because it's a quest for Deadmines, which we're going to be doing. So I'm going to grab this quest while we're here so that we don't have to come back again later.
I've the finest wares in the land.
Sell the rabbit's foot. We're going to keep the bear meat and the stringy wolf meat in case we want to cook
Got your
it.
back.
And then what else do we need to do? Oh yeah, we're going to grab a couple quests here as well in the Dwarven district. Oh, you know what? I need to read the quests. Alright, Underground Assault. Retrieve the gnome Spreckle Sprocket from the Deadmines. Return it to Shoni the Silent. Nomergon has fallen under the control of those dastardly trogs. The situation is grave, but perhaps you can help. Deep in the Dead Mines is a functional goblin shredder. Find that shredder and bring back its power supply. With the shredder's power supply, we can give our gyrodromatic excavationators the power they need to break through the rocky underground borders of Nomergon, opening a way for a gnomish assault. Right, so we're helping out the Shoni, who's a gnome, help retake Nomergon. There's 2 quests we want to grab over here. From this guy, Wild Thistle Metal. There were thieves everywhere. It was horrible. The cave came crashing down on us. I think the mining company is all dead, including my brother, the foreman.
Safe travels.
We were deep in a vast mine in Westfall, hidden beneath the barn in Moonbrook. No clue from where these stinking thieving types came from. Anyway, the mine tunneled, collapsed on us. I got out, but the others haven't been heard from. You look like you might have got better luck in there. If you could look for my brother, I'd be thankful. He always carried his Explorer's League badge. If you can't find him, that badge will at least give me some peace of mind. Alright, bring him his brother's badge. I don't think he made it. But the quest is telling me to find his badge already. Many of my friends perished that horrible day when the mine tunnel caved in. If your adventures happen to bring you into that wing of the mine in Moonbrook, please keep an eye out for any sign which might identify them. If you come across any sign of their miners' union cards, bring them back to me. I'll make sure their families get some resolution from this horrible accident.
See you soon.
So we are there to collect some. Name cards to bring back the families of the miners. All right, so that's those 2 quests we want to pick up. I want to pick up one more quest over here called Humble Beginnings. I'm gonna grab that real quick. That's another quest that takes place in Westfall that I feel like we should just get while we're over there. Wolf says it explores Miles' story between the 2 games. Yep. I really definitely gonna get Miles before I play Spider-Man 2. Actually, the Steam Summer Sale is going on right now, so it would probably behoove me to pick up Miles Morales right now before prices go back up again. Oh, last time we played, I think it was before the Burning Crusade launch. It was pre-patch, so a lot of the stuff that's specific to Burning Crusade are now released, including level 70. You'll see new mounts. You'll see people doing new content. So the world might look a little bit different now.
Hey there.
Humble Beginnings is a pretty low-level quest, but we're just gonna grab it because we're gonna be there. Might as well just grab the quest. A little bit of free experience, a little bit of free gold. It seems an eternity since I was a boy working the farm in Westfall. They say you can never go back, and it's true. Doubly true in my case. My family's home has been burned down and taken over by thieves. I've spoken with my father about the fate of some of my possessions, including my first compass. He was unable to save them. However, he also says they should be hidden away on the farm. You'll find the Alaxton farmstead west of Sentinel Hill. Perhaps you could go and retrieve it for me. Go to his house, search for his compass, and bring it back for him. Easy peasy. Alright, where to next? I think that's everything we want to do here. Why is there a quest over here called Beat Barnaby? Wait a second. Is this a warrior class quest? This is a quest that's not normally there. Maybe that's a warrior class quest. But let's hit up that quest real quick. It should be easy. I also noticed when I was going through my quest, I have a quest called Yara's Barley Brew. Where is this? Oh, the Lakeshire Inn. Okay. That's where actually somewhere that we will be going to at some point as well. So a lot of running right now, trying to get to all these places these new areas. Our blacksmithing is also doing okay. It looks like we need a lot of bronze bars, so we're going to be mining a lot of copper and tin. Let's head over to Old Town and check out Bartleby and see if it's a warrior quest. I assume it's a warrior specific quest. I might have trouble completing this quest because my sword skill is still really, really low, so I may not be able to beat this person. We're gonna try. It may not work. We'll see. Weapon skill tends to level up somewhat fast because if you just hit things, it goes up. So we're gonna see if we can beat this guy because it says we have to beat Bartleby, then talk to him. Another news, the World Cup is going on right now. Wolf, have you been watching the World Cup? Following any teams? Alright, there he is. There's Bartleby. On and off. Any team you support?
You need
Wolf?
something?
You want what? You're crazy. The only way you'll get this mug is if you pry it from my cold, dead fingers.
For the Alliance. What can I do for you?
Not enough
Alright,
rage.
let's see. USA, of
Need
course.
more
Excellent,
rage.
excellent.
I can't do that yet.
Oh, why do you buy me for PvP? Oh, he's level 10. He's weak. Okay, never mind. Okay, enough. I give up.
Hey there.
You're a lot tougher than you look.
See you later.
Okay, here's my mug. Wait, let me finish it. Bring Bartleby bug to
Be
Boulevard.
careful.
Alright, so I'm returning his mug.
What can I do for you?
Saw your fight with Bartleby. Nice club. Nice done. Did you get his mug?
For the Alliance.
There it is. He sure didn't want to part with it, but you were persuasive. Well done.
Go with honor, friend.
You learned a few moves, but you could use a decent weapon. I bet if you spoke with Marshal Haggard, he could help you. Speak with Marshal Haggard. He lives in a manor in Elwyn Forest. He's retired now, but he collects a gear during his career. Let him know I sent you.
Light bless you.
Oh, this is a low-level quest. It's level 10. Okay, so maybe we'll do it. I'm not sure. The USA is doing really good this year, actually. Well, I'm pretty, not super surprised, but I am pleasantly, proud of how well they're doing. They're doing really great. I usually cheer for Germany, Japan, South Korea. Germany, because when I was a kid, I had this Super Nintendo game. It was FIFA, 1996 or something like that. And Germany was the best team in that game, so I always played as Germany. So ever since then, I support Germany in the FIFA World Cup. And then, of course, I got to support South Korea and Japan to represent the Asian countries who have never been good at contact team sports. But Japan recently has been really stepping up and representing. But of course, they just lost to Brazil yesterday. Hard loss, but I think they played really well. So can't be too sad about it, And they have good sportsmanship. They play hard. So now that all of my teams are out, South Korea's out, Germany's out, and Japan is out, I'm not sure who to root for anymore. Probably just the US. Maybe Mexico? Not sure yet.
Need help?
Alright, grab the flight path
careful.
here. And then we have one final trip to make. We're going to be heading to Westfall. Look at all the people gathered in Stormwind. It's a big hub for people to hang out. Look at this. Look at all the people here. This is the main gates of Stormwind. The most epic entrance to any city ever, I think, is the entrance to Stormwind. The Valley of Heroes. Let's go. Look at this view. Boom. Screenshot right there. Boom. Screenshot. Screenshot. Look at me and my tiny little booby legs. My little bunny. So cute. Look at me. This Bonfire's Blessing is a seasonal thing as well. It makes me have a 30% chance to inflict 200 fire damage, which is insane, of course. 200 damage at this level is absolutely crazy. So when I'm out questing, I will be killing things a lot faster while this event is going on, which is pretty freaking nice. Alright, we could run through Goldshire, but I don't think there's anything to grab at Goldshire, so we're going to cut through this forest diagonally towards Westfall. I'll save us a little bit of time. Got some moo cows. Ooh. Ooh. And once we get to Westfall, we might pick up some of the quests early on. We'll get some of the quests that are appropriate level for us. And then we will log off there, and I will switch over to playing Blueprints. Our Blueprints stream. I love Elwyn Forest. It's such a nostalgic place to be in. Actually, you know what I should do? I should run along the ridge over there because there's probably copper veins I could mine if I run over there. So that's what I should be doing. Just have to buy his copper, so I should probably hit a couple of these guys. Let's go. Alright, let's go. See? Copper vein. We found one. This was worth it. Let's see how many hits we get here. A one hitter. Oh, this wolf wants some. Okay, wolf. Not you, wolf. That wolf. A two hitter. That's like, oh, there's another copper vein over there. Westbrook, yes. Ah, there's another copper vein up in the mountains. Oh my goodness! I'm glad I came this way. Heck yeah. Actually, before we do blueprints, I need to pull up my freaking, I need to pull up my Excel file with all my notes. One of my friends has been taking notes while they're playing blueprints, and she's been taking screenshots, which is such a smart idea. Taking screenshots of everything in the game instead of writing everything down in Excel, because the screenshots, like, capture the whole screen, right? So it's like way better than me writing stuff down, because it, like, I might have written down a bunch of words I saw, but maybe like the color of the words mattered and I didn't write that down. But if you took a screenshot, then you just have all the information, right? Everything you need, which is like, I forgot. So I have to go back and find it again. So, genius idea. My friend to screenshot stuff in blueprints. I don't know if I'm gonna start doing it now. Maybe I should. Maybe I should start doing it now, just so I have all the information. So we'll see. We'll see. I might start doing that. You know, and if I have the info, I have it. If I don't have it, I don't have it. It is what it is. It does make playing through the game a little bit slower, because I have to, like, screenshot everything, and it takes, like, you know, it takes time for me to do that and take notes. So that's one downside of it. I don't know. It is what it is. It is what it is. Alright, this is the bridge to Westfall. We got a copper vein over there I want to mine, so it's perfect. We're gonna do a little swim instead of crossing the bridge because I want to get that copper vein. Westfall. So also I'm gonna get it. I want this copper vein. Reminds what, 14 copper just running here? Not bad. Alright, let's make our way towards the town here. Let's see, we've got some gnolls here. Gnolls have kind of overrun Westfall. This town has been taken over by these harvest golems. I think the story behind the harvest golems is that the farmers built them to, like, harvest the grain, and then either, like, the bandits took over and, like, reset the golems to attack people, or they, like, got out of control and now they attack people. I don't know the story exactly. Maybe we'll find out as we play. I don't know if this is the first instance of AI gone rogue. Open up that weapons. Got some hops. Hops are needed for a quest in the zone, so I'm gonna hang on to those hops. We got another wolf over here on a level 10 coyote. Got a guy running through. Probably collecting bonfires.
I need to get closer. Not enough rage.
This guy dodged me? How did a level 10 wolf dodge me? That doesn't make any sense. How's that even possible? Alright, we're to grab the quest, the Killing Fields. It's a pretty low-level quest, but maybe it'll give me some insight to why we're killing these wolves, or why we're killing the Harvest Watchers.
For the Alliance, light be with you. Go with honor, friend.
Look at what has happened to this place. These lands were once occupied by good farm folk, but the damn thieves have driven them all off. Not me, though, but it seems some Harvest Watchers have taken over the fields. If you're up for work, I'd like you to go out and kill 20 of them. Come back when you're done with your pay. You finished up these ones in the field, clear them of our neighboring fields as well.
Be careful.
We're going to grab Report to Grey and Stoutmantle, because that quest is just for going to the town. Looks to me you've seen quite a bit of combat in your time, warrior. If you haven't already, you should report to Grey and Stoutmantle. He heads up the People's Militia, aimed at protecting the farms of Westfall. I bet he could use your help. You can usually find him in the stone tower on Sentinel Hill, just off the road.
Go with honor, friend.
Which is right there. They conveniently put the stone tower in view. So we can just head over there. That's where we will log off of WoW and switch over to Blueprints. Got a priest over here. Inject heals. Love it. Love it. Indirect heals directly into the Bane, please. Following the road like a good adventurer. Staying to the road. Got Protector Dorana here.
Light be with you.
Some of these beasts down here are higher level, like level 13, level 14. As you go south over here, these enemies are a little bit higher level, a little bit stronger. Level 20 is like the upper end of the level range for Westfall. So there'll be some quests here that we can do, but not a ton. Most of the quests will be for the dungeon, which is kind of like the highest level for the zone. It's like the cap. So we'll probably just grab the quests for the dungeon, do them, and do the dungeon. The tower's all decorated for the summer festival. I love it! Alright, here we go.
Well met.
A foul corruption has crept into Westfall. While I was upholding my duty on the battlefields of Lordaeron, these honest farms were overrun and made into hideouts for thugs and murderers. The People's Militia need your help.
Light bless you.
Ah, so my friend sent you here. How kind. Well, the Stormwind Monarchy has abandoned our cause. Now it's up to the People's Militia to keep the land free from corruption. If our cause interests you, I can put your combat skills to use in the name of freedom.
Be careful.
Alright, let's grab the People's Militia. Do we grab this one? It's a pretty low-level quest. We might skip
Game's
it.
honor, friend. Go with honor,
Let's
friend.
do the Defiance Brotherhood.
Light bless you.
The band of wretches responsible for driving the good people of Westfall from the land call themselves the Defiance Brotherhood. I need you to infiltrate this clan of thugs. We need to know who heads up the cartel and where they are heading out. In Lakeshire, in the inn, there is a rogue by the name of Wiley who owes me a favor. Travel to Lakeshire, the Redwitch Mountains, east of Elwyn, and find out what you can.
For the Alliance.
Alright, that's going to be our big quest for the Defiance Brotherhood. If you can't tell, that's the main quest that we're trying to progress through. We should grab the quest for honoring this fire while we're here. Do we have it? Oh, do we not have it? It's not available? Okay, never mind.
You need something?
We're not doing playing with fire because that requires us to like juggle torches, which I'm not looking forward to doing.
King's honor, friend.
The Defiance front is constantly shifting. I've been following their movements for some quiet now. On a side note, I've ascertained that many of the gang can be tracked by the red leather bandanas they wear. Bring me 50 of these bandanas, and I'll see to it that you are
Go
rewarded.
with honor, friend.
That's quest for the dungeon. So we're gonna pick that up as well. Got some fun music going on.
Light be
We're gonna
with
set
you.
our
Be
in
careful.
here. Turn our music down a little bit. It's so loud. Jeez. Alright, cool. Let's end this episode here. When we come back next time on World of Warcraft, we are going to be doing some quests in Westfall. We'll have to make our way over to Lakeshire as well to pick up the next part of the Defiance Brotherhood quests. And we're getting closer to running our first dungeon. But for now, I'm going to switch over to playing Blueprints. Give me 1 second. Bear back.